Okay, everybody, let's get down to the final whistle. And the final whistle is where I give my lightning round of takes. So, let's not waste any time here, my friends. Take number one, the final whistle number one, police blotter. Broncos coach arrested. This took place about 2.5 weeks ago. Broncos assistant coach Michael Wilhoite. He was arrested for allegedly punching a cop. And then on top of that, he took a taser hit and kept swinging. He's facing felony assault charges and decking a Denver officer outside the airport. This happened again February 23rd, 2025. He posted his $5,000 bond. Look, I mean, you got to give it to the guy. Took a taser hit mid-flight. Now, what happens? We don't realize if you don't get hit right with the taser, you can actually not get knocked out because you'll see some people, boom, and some people keep fighting. It's how they got. There's a certain way you got to get hit with that for it to fully work. So it's not a zap, boom, you're going down as the dumbasses in the public assume. But he was showing wild defiance. Details on what caused it, the incident are murky. Alcohol is suspected, though. Look, they got to punish this guy for his own good. And I don't mean fire him or anything like that. Make sure that he gets punished so he learns. Because what's going to happen with former NFL players, he's a former NFL linebacker, is when they are not punished, they're going to do it again. They've been brought up in a world where nobody's told them no. So, and this is experience talking to agents, former players. So I hope he gets the help he needs so this doesn't happen again. We all deserve second chances. But if he gets fired, well, he's got to learn from that too. The final whistle to police blotter. Can't get out of the police blotter. Xavier Worthy arrested. Oh, this one hurts. Chiefs rookie wide receiver Xavier Worthy's arrest for reckless driving. You got to be kidding me. Pulled over March 8, 2025 in Kansas City. Over 100 miles per hour in his Dodge Challenger. Reckless driving, released a $1,000 bond. No drugs or alcohol were involved, but it's just a bad look after the incident last year. Trying to think. Last year. I had to look down at my notes here. It's Rashee Rice. I forgot. Who was that other guy? You know, again, he should get just maybe a fine or something like that. But these players, they're going to kill somebody. We saw that already with the Raiders kid. You know, these morons think they're invincible and they don't think of the other life they may take. This happens again. They're going to reference the Raiders situation. And it's going to be a tougher punishment on this guy because there's already an example of the follow and not do, and they're doing it. All right. The final whistle 3. Some baseball talk. I really talk baseball. Gerrit Cole down and out with the season ending. Tommy John surgery. Oh, this hurts. Yankees ace Gerrit Cole's Tommy John surgery ends his 2025 season. Second straight spring with elbow woes. Gonna have surgery. He's already had surgery this week. At the MRI showed a torn UCLA from a rough spring start, 6 runs, 2.2 innings pitched. Probably had a slight tear in there already. Out 12 to 18 months, and that obviously affects New York's rotation. At 34, the 2023 Cy Young Award winner, just 2 years removed, faces a long rehab. I think he's done. So he's lucky these contracts are guaranteed because he's seen his last big deal. So they're going to pivot to Max Fried. But then there's a post-Soto exit year. I mean, it's like one hit after another. Hope for his full recovery, but he'll never be the same. The final whistle number 4, Washington State Bullets straight girl for choosing. Washington State bullies a straight girl for choosing not to play against a team fielding a man. So a teen girl's refusal to play a volleyball team with a trans athlete triggered a bullying probe. With the nuance that the state's framing flips the victim narrative and says the straight girl is the bully here because she didn't want to play on a team against a man. How pathetic can we get? I hope the federal government steps in. I really do. She opted out of a match February 27th. She's citing fairness, and she's right. She's right. So Washington State launched an investigation into her for bullying the trans player. I tell you what, I hope she gets a lawyer and counters. See, these leftist pigs, this is them bullying her. They're bullying her so no other player will dare come out. That's what their goal is. Her stand has parents and conservatives and the government. I'm sure the government will rightfully look at this situation and funding. They're probably toast, done. Final whistle number 5. Big-time leftist Martina Navratilova pissed that it's conservatives defending women from men in sports. Look, she's an idiot. God bless her, one of the greatest tennis players of her era. I think she would have smoked the Williams sisters. She was just like the perfect specimen. she was Eastern European. So she rages at Democrats for not blocking males and women's sports. This vote happened last week, where every Democrat voted against a bill that would not have would have codified in the law, men can't play in women's sports. And then she makes every excuse for why the conservatives are doing it. And then why we're evil in every other spot. And I get it. We don't have to align on everything, but she's just a freaking moron. And not only are we tired of her on the conservative side, the left is tired of her. It's like, pick a side. Stop being an idiot, Martina. You are a stupid, foolish idiot at this point. You're not naive. You're not ignorant. You're stupid because you can see in front of your eyes all their policies. It's not just one, but you refuse to. So when did she do this? She did this last week, March 4th. She blasted the Dems for voting down the bill to keep biological males out of female sports, calling it a betrayal of fairness. You know what's a betrayal? Is you to yourself and seeing how policies are really affecting it. It's not just this one policy. You know, she's a tennis icon of gay rights. And Martina, we don't care about gays. We just don't want you to shove your crap down our throats. You know what? When I see two heterosexuals all in public, I'm like, dude, get a room. I don't want to see that. So if that's what I think with the heterosexuals, what do you think I'm going to think, Martina? At a gay pride parade, when there's a man giving fellatio to another man, yes, it happened, San Francisco gay pride, then turns around and urinates on him. And they're telling everybody, bring your kids out. Bring your kids to a family-friendly event. That's what you support, you nasty. I'm going to stop right there. Final whistle number 6. Tua Tagovailoa. He's called out by bigots, more bigots, and likely racists for playing chess with Trump's grandson. So Tua faces hate for playing chess with Trump's grandson, which is Ivanka's kid. The bigots are targeting an innocent family moment. So photos from March 2025 show Tua teaching Ivanka Trump's son chess at a charity event. Fans call him a traitor. Move over to Trump ties. They slam his MAGA pandering. It's just a QB being a dad. His kid was there too. What a pathetic, disgusting excuse. That is the left. Let's not forget, my friends, the left, who chose an illegal alien murdering Americans over Laken Riley, who was murdered. They chose men in female sports over all women's sports, and supporting a woman who a kill shot paralyzed her temporarily and gave her brain damage. And then they refused to support a kid who wants to be a cop who was honored by the Secret Service. Instead, they honor their military-industrial complex donors to keep the war in Ukraine going. That's who these people are who were chastising Tua for a family moment there. Because, again, his kid was there. Final whistle number 7. Racist David Dennis Jr. of ESPN plays a race card against the American hockey team. This happened a couple weeks ago. So ESPN's David Dennis Jr. calls NHL passion racist compared to NBA. No, we just see people who actually care about their sport over people who constantly whine. The NBA is so bad, even the media whines about how bad it is. But, Dennis, who got the job because of DEI, there's no doubt. That's a fact I'm stating. I'm not, and it's not me just saying it to say it. They hired him for a reason. I forget the reason. It has some kind of family relations, some civil rights movement. Hey, let's get son in here. So this happened again this past March. He claimed NHL players' grit, the fights and intensity gets praised while the NBA stars get flack. It's white bias. No, it's called patriotism, you moron, you racist piece of dirt, moron. Hockey fans and ex-players torched him online, arguing passion isn't racial. And that's my whole point. This is only racists see race when there is none. I pointed it out because I'm like, boo, why are you being a racist? Why are you being a racist? David Dennis Jr., I had to look you up. You're so useless and irrelevant. But I always report on news and sports and politics, and this is sports and politics. And is it a shock he's an ex-Bomani Jones protege? They gave that guy every shot, but nobody wants to watch a racist. Nobody wants to watch somebody talking about or spewing on races, this, race, that, when it's not true. That's Bomani Jones. Every show got canceled. Whack. Final whistle number 8. The WNBA Angel Reese and Jonai Carrington state players are ready to go on strike if not paid more. So they're threatening a WNBA strike over pay. They believe they should be paid as WNBA players. Reminder, with Caitlin Clark last year, everything jacked up on steroids, viewership, arenas that Caitlin Clark played in, ratings, and they still lost $40 million. And they're saying players might walk out in the 2026 CBA talks if salaries don't jump. She wants what we deserve. I don't think so. The owners are still losing money. They're going to draw a line eventually. A couple of owners have already started complaining about it. Attendance soared up 48% 2024, but the $40 million was still lost. Now, that attendance did not soar because of Angel Reese. No. Let's be quite honest here. Nor did Jonna Carrington. It was because of Caitlin Clark. Period. And the story, every analyst, everybody who studies this will tell you that. The only people that won't are the league, WNBA women themselves. Final whistle number 9. Damn deal collapses to have UNC Tar Heels football team with Bill Belichick on Hard Knocks. So a deal to feature Bill Belichick's UNC Tar Heels on Hard Knocks fell apart. And it's the NCAA rules kill the hype. They barred the in-season show, the NCAA did. And Belichick's college debut was set to be a TV gold mine. HBO and UNC wanted it, but red tape acts a chance to see the GOAT coach unfiltered. Final whistle number 10. Stephen A. Smith signs a new deal. Hey, congrats to Stephen A. I don't care for him. He's a hardcore Democrat who pretends he's in the middle. He plays a race card because it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. He knows who his audience is. He knows how to pander to his audience. I just don't fall for it. But God bless him. He brings in the ratings as low as they are. He's still the best of the worst. And yes, they are not great ratings when you look at yesteryear's past. Yeah, he got a $100 million extension. 5 years, $20 million a year. He stays as ESPN's loudest voice after months of haggling. He whines that the deal took too long. And it adds podcast and production perks to his deal. But I got to be honest. Is this stick worth it as ratings dip for the Hot Take TV show? They're going to go like this. So we'll see. We'll see. But God bless him. That's American capitalism at work. So I'm happy for Stephen A. Smith. I really am. Because he earned it. As much as I don't like him, he is in the news. He is ESPN. He is the face of that network. Final whistle number 11. Why LeBron James went off on said Stephen A. Smith. So we know LeBron James saying, please, for the love of God, LeBron, your boy sucks. As a father, take him off the court. He sucks. No, Stephen A. Smith is actually absolutely right. And Stephen A. Smith is not the only one saying that. So LeBron hit back at him, and it was on video. So at the end of the day, he's like, you don't go down the road of me being a father and what I'm doing. And Stephen A. Smith came back and said, look, he didn't come at me as an NBA player. He came at me as a father. So respect. That shows how smart Stephen A. Smith. You think Stephen A. Smith want to say that? No. Stephen A. Smith about 100 pounds lighter. He wasn't saying anything. When LeBron was in his face, he was pissing his pants, and he knows it. So all he could do to save face was to pretend to go, yeah, Father, I can't say anything back about that. Well, you shouldn't have said anything in the first place if that's how you truly felt. But it shows how good Stephen A. Smith is, like a politician. However, he did get destroyed by Candace Owens. I'm going to talk about that probably here next week. Anyway, final whistle number 12. Draymond Green disses Anthony Towns, then refuses to apologize. This one blew my mind. Draymond Green's an idiot. Look, he disses Knicks Carl Anthony Towns' toughness by saying he didn't show up to play because Jimmy Butler was on the Warriors at that point in time. The poor guy was dealing with a death in the family with somebody with cancer. And Draymond Green refused to apologize. I mean, how low can you get? Look, I'm going to say this. when something bad happens to Draymond Green, you're going to see people all over the place celebrating, right or wrong, because this guy has no feelings, no heart. He's callous. He's a bully. He's the type of guy we're going to read about 20, 10, 15 years from now. He's broke. He's going to end up with not any friends. He'll have an entourage, but he won't have friends outside his family. He really needs to look in the mirror, and he never will. He never will. And there you have it, folks. That is the final whistle.
Hey everybody, this is Big John from Grumblings Media, and I just want to say thank you for watching our content. If you want to support our efforts here at Grumblings Media, just smash the subscribe button right here, totally free, or just go ahead and consume more of our great content. Click either one of these two boxes.